Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and in this session I am going to show to you how to create the server in AWS. Okay, generally what is the purpose of server and what do you mean by server? So the server is nothing but the high-end computer and it has a server OS. Actually we have two types of OSs. The one is client OS and the second one is server OS. The client OS is generally the Windows, Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 8, Linux, in some flavors are there. Ubuntu, Red Hat, there are in Linux, there are different types of OS. There are the client OSs. And coming to server OS, Windows Server 2012, Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, Windows Server, there are different version of Windows servers. And in coming to Linux, there would be Red Hat, Amazon Linux, Ubuntu. Major of the companies are using Ubuntu OSs, Red Hat OSs, SUSE Linux. There are different of server OSs flavor available in Linux as well. So based on the environment which we had created, we are requirement of the company, we are going to deploy particular server OS on that server. Server is, as I told earlier, server is nothing but high-end computer. Okay, and server, what is the purpose of server? Server is used to serve the request. Actually, from client OS, we are going to raise a request. For those requests, the server address those requests and service that request. Okay. In AWS, the server will be called as EC2 Instance. Okay. EC2 Instance is nothing but the server. Suppose I am going to log in into the aws.amazon.com. Here it is the cloud platform for creating infrastructure and services. So as I had already created my account in AWS, so I'm going to log in into my account. Suppose if you want to get to know how to create the free tier account in the AWS, just please refer to my AWS classes. There you will get the better clarity how to create a free account, what is the limits, everything you will let you know by referring that classes. Okay. So as I already discussed in my AWS classes, so that's why I'm not going to repeat the same here. So I have logged into my AWS account. So this is the console home, and here there are different types of services are available. So based on my requirement, I am going to go to use that particular service. Right now, which service I am going to use? EC2. Here in AWS, EC2 will be called as a server, and server will be called as the EC2 instances. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay. So right now I don't have any instances running on my environment. I'm going to select the instances. Just please have a look. No instances is running. Just if you remove the filter, you will be able to see if any server has been in the stopped condition, it will be seen here. So right now I don't have any stopped instances. I don't have any new instances. Everything is empty. So right now what I will do, I'm going to create one instance. So what's the steps need to follow for creation of any instance? Just please follow, then you will get a better understanding how to launch the instances. Just click on launch instance. Okay, here the name. If I'm going to create any server, first of all I need to put some name for that server because of my identification. So for that purpose I am going to set name for my server, that is a server 1. Okay, and while I am going to create any server, I need to install some OS on top of it. So which OS? Based on my requirement, that may be Windows Server OS, that may be Ubuntu OS, that may be Mac OS, that may be Amazon Linux OS, that may be SUSE Linux. So for now I am going to install Amazon Linux 2, as it is free tier eligible. I am going to install on top of my server. Okay, and come down, and here which type of instance type? It is hardware type. So I'm going to select the T2 micro. If I select the T2 micro, what I will get, one virtual CPU and 1 GB of RAM. I'm getting it along with it T2 micro. Suppose I am not looking for the feature eligible. If I am okay with the price tag, there are different types of models are available. So based on my requirement, based on the architect suggested, we are going to select that particular instances. Okay. Right now, for the feature eligibility, I am going to select T2.micro and key pair. Did I have any key pair with me? No. I am going to create new key pair. The key pair name would be server 1. Server 1 underscore key pair. Where it will be stored? RS. It will be stored in .pem file. So either we can be saved our private key in the format of .pem or .ppk. .pem is able to convert into .ppk file as well. Okay. Just create key pair. The key pair will be generated. Just go to downloads, server 1 key pair. Okay. I'm going to place the same in the desktop and go to network settings. Just check. I'm going to use the default setting. If you have any customized network which is available in your network, then you are going to create your EC2 instance in that particular network. That means customize the network. Right now, I don't have any customized network with me in my account. So that's why I'm going with the default account. And here subnet there is no preference, and auto as an IP. I'm just make it as enable because of without public IP, we can't be able to communicate with the IP with this server. And security group. Right now I don't have any security group with me, so that's why. Suppose if I click on select existing, did I have any existing security group? Yes, only the default security group I have, but I just want to create new one. Server 1 SG, server 1 security group. If I want to describe the same, it's my wish, but right now it's not required. I'm just put the description as server 1 underscore SG, and here we are only adding the inbound security rules. Okay, yes, please make sure. Here the SSH is open because of as I am selecting the Linux. For Windows, if I want to take any Windows machine on remote, I am going to use the RDP. But for Linux, the SSH is the protocol with the port number 22, which will be used to take any Linux machine on remote. So we must and should, we just need to open the SSH connection. Okay. And along with the SSH, as this is a customized thing, I'm going to allow all the traffic from outside, from anywhere. I'm going to allow all the traffic from where? From anywhere. Because of I don't want to put any restriction for this mission, because of as this is a testing mission which I'm going to create. For suppose if you want to create this same server in the production environment, then you need to put some certain blockages in order to secure your server from the external attacks. In that scenario, you are going to set some security group rules which has been defined by your company. Accordingly, you will add those blockers. Okay, but for right now, as it is a testing purpose, I am not going to put any restriction. I am going to allow all the traffic from anywhere to my server, which I am going to create in this account right now. Okay, and the storage, the 8 GB is enough for me right now. And we have the GP2. We have different types of GP2, GP3, IO1, IO2. So right now I am going to select the GP2. So later we will discuss what is type and where we are going to use. Okay, and we have the certain things, advanced settings. If you want to furtherly do anything, if you want to add your mission in domain, you can join from here. IAM, identity access management, host name. If you want to set, you can IP name or resource name, everything you can set from here. Instance auto recovery. Suppose if any fault, if any such error is there, if this instance fail, if you want to recover the instance, you can use this option, shutdown behavior. Suppose if by accidentally if I am going to shut down this mission, I don't want this mission to be shut down anymore. In that scenario, shutdown behavior stop. If I click on stop, it will not stop. Okay, there are different types of options are available. So based on your requirement, you are going to select these things. Okay, simply without disturbing those things, I am just going to create the launch instance. Once you launch the instance, automatically it will take some time to get it configured, and you will be able to see once it has been created. Just wait for 1 minute. Success. Okay, successfully initiated launch of instance. Just go to instance. There, just check instance state. Okay, and at the same time, in the meanwhile, what we are doing, suppose if I want to connect to this server, I need the open SSH connection, even though I have the multiple options for connecting to the server. That is the one of the option. First option is I will be able to connect from here. Just once this mission has been created, the connection option will be enabled. With this option, I will be able to connect to this mission from the AWS console page. Suppose if I want to connect this server from the open SSH connection, what I will do? Just please have a look. Right now, just click on connect. Then I will be able to connect from EC2 instance. Here, if you click on connect, then you will be able to connect. This is the one of the method. But if I want to connect from the open SSH connection, the third party tool is required. Okay, which is the third party tool? Either we can use the putty or either we can use the MOBA XTerm. So right now I am going to use the MOBA XTerm for connecting to this. And we had already created one key pair. What is the purpose of key pair? For authentication purpose. It serves as a password. In the name itself suggests it's a key pair, means two things are there. One is public key and the second one is private key. The public key will be managed by the AWS. The private key, which we need to manage, which is always with us. And CD, I am going to desktop, because why I am choosing desktop? Because my key pair I have stored on desktop, so that's why I am changing my directory to the desktop. Okay, and right now I am going to connect to this server. So paste. You just need to click on the right symbol, then automatically it will be pasted. Just click on enter. Then it will be connected to that mission. You will be logged as a EC2 user. Okay, LL. If you want to list any files, just use the command LL. Okay, right now we had been successfully created Linux mission in the AWS, and at the same time we successfully will be able to log in on the mission. This is the way you need to create the server in the AWS, and once you created the mission, it is the way you will be able to log on into the mission. Okay, and why we choose Linux? Why we didn't choose any other? Okay, so what is the importance of Linux? We will check in the next class. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the section. We will meet up in the next class with the Linux topic. Okay, thank you for joining the section. Bye bye.